yes, we are back. Shout outs to us for making it back. You, me, all of us. And if you don't know, it is your boy Kexis. That is me. I'm your boy. And today we have Diablo 4 patch notes. I assume this is the 13 page thing. This doesn't look like 13 pages, but let's just get right into it. I mean, man, let's go. So if you haven't seen the patch notes yet and you just wanted to discuss them with someone, I'm here. We can discuss them here. I'm going to discuss them. I hate going on Reddit to try to discuss patch notes because it's just people unhappy. I like to take the civil approach and the vaguely optimistic approach. Okay, so let's go with that. But trying to go on Reddit to have a discussion. It is pretty funny though. Some of the opinions are funny, but I'm not here to laugh at people. I'm here to be a Druid player. So here we go. The Diablo 4 team has been diligently monitoring your feedback. Okay, as we introduce patches to keep your experience in Sanctuary smoothly, we'll update the below list and denote whether the fixes are intended for PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or platforms. Okay, no one cares. I mean, I'm sure no one watches these videos for bug fixes, and no one watches these videos to hear me read out loud. There's just no way. That's just not a thing. So, issues with certain whispers could be completed. Fix an issue with those who call star winners. Okay, those are bug fixes if you care. I haven't ran into many bugs. I ran into a few bugs where the only bug I ran into personally on PC is when it's like kill all the spider eggs before they hatch. And then you do it, but if you don't clear them all immediately, you never complete the event. That is like very consistent. There's a few where they just won't start, but hopefully there's a lot here, so hopefully they are helping a lot of people. Fix an issue that resulted in a crash or freeze if players entered the Untamed Thicket dungeon during the Fangs of Corruption quest. I mean, at least they're bug fixing. That's all I care about. Anyways, gameplay fixes. I think this is more important. Fix an issue where the insatiable fury. Oh, that's the druid. Okay, I mean, again, no one watches these kind of videos for this type of stuff, honestly. Barbarian players getting stuck. Rogue players remain invisible. Issue where aerodized tornadoes will cause the player to be stuck in a knockback status or state. Fix an issue where pressing any button on controller while dazed would halt all player input. This is actually a big one because this happens often for me. Either if you get hit, you try to you react late, you'll get fucking stuck and then you can't move. This happens so much. It's actually insane how often that happens. So that's it's cool that they have that fixed or they're looking into it. Fixing the issue where cash with world tier conditions could be brought into higher world tiers and provide rewards for that world tier. I didn't run into that. Skeletal warrior upgrade for increasing thorns damage was not properly applying. That's okay. Burning instinct power, sorcerer. Damn. This is actually really interesting because it means if you're trying to theory craft and trying to push things, you're like, why is this not working? It's because it probably was not working how it was intended to. So I think this is worth reading. Just not this video. Next time, I got you guys. Not this one. Local co-op, I don't care. Quests, I don't care. UI. UI is important. I haven't been in a party, but UI is important. This is a lot of fixes, so that's huge in general, in my opinion. Miscellaneous. Okay, sure. Gameplay adjustments. Experience rewards. This is the big one. Significantly increase the experience awarded for completing nightmare dungeons. Significantly increase the experience gained from killing monsters in nightmare dungeons. What? Oh, completing. Oh, so for completing and killing. Okay. Helltide chests now provide sustainability, more bonus experience when opened. Oh, substantially more bonus experience when opened. Significantly increased reward experience from completing individual whispers across the board. That's good. I felt whispers were a trash. I've never done them. I've never done them on purpose, like not a single time. Fixing the issue where no experience was rewarded for completing the holdout style event that can occur after finishing dungeon objectives. I think I experienced this once, so I was just like, whatever. But okay, that's cool. The big one, more experience with nightmare dungeons, very huge. Helltide chests, more bonus experience, huge. More reason to do Helltide. I wish they would have maybe whatever. We'll see. General, the Helltide roaming bosses will now more consistently drop higher quality loot. That's good. Me and my friend Gray, I've killed like 4 of these and they never really drop anything. Me and my friend Gray, we killed one last night and it was just like we duoed it, but it was just like it didn't drop. It was like whatever. Players can now teleport to their nightmare dungeons directly through the map. Amazing. Weekly bonus caches from world bosses no longer have a level requirement for opening. That's a good change. Developers note, we are currently working on increasing the monster and elite density of in-game content and plan to introduce this change early in season 1. Huh. Okay. At least they're aware of it. So that does mean at least they know people want more mob density. That is good. That's really good. I think that kind of calms the fire and then very far back for people who just keep complaining about mob density, which is a valid complaint, but at least they are aware of it. Season 1 is more or less 3 weeks from now. So this is good. These changes are good enough to basically get you where you want to go. If you want to max out your favorite character to 100, you should have no problem doing so. I actually ran a dungeon. Like I saw this. I ran a dungeon. I ran a tier 35. I basically got from that one tier 35, it was blind burrows, but from that one tier 35, I got more experience than I was like getting like in almost an hour. At level 85. That's how much I got. So that's at tier 35. And I got almost like half of a half. Like you need like this much to make a whole. So I got like half of that half that you need to make a whole in one tier 35 dungeon. Basically. I thought that was amazing. So really good change there. That means more people can get their character to 100 more smooth, then maybe even get a second character to 100. But the problem is inventory space, but at least it's there to, ease the growing pains. Developers note, we're continuing our effort to make all class builds feel fun and powerful with another round of balance updates. In particular, we have seen community feedback stating that basic skills aren't impactful enough in combat. These changes will not change the fundamental relationship between basic skills and core skills, but we hope that they help smooth out the leveling experience while we explore additional ways to strengthen them. We're also increasing the power of some skills that players feel are lagging behind their peers. As you look forward to future updates, we're monitoring other heavily discussed topics such as minion survivability and build. I don't know what parity is, but variety would have been a better word, probably. Please keep sending us your feedback and we'll see you in Sanctuary. Okay, so these are the changes. I've only played Barb and Druid, so I think personally, it doesn't matter if I read over these, but I am going to at least look over them, right? Right. So Barbarian, Lunging Strike. Everyone seems to think this is the one to use. for Whirlwind builds. So Lunging Strike Whirlwind. So they made this stronger. Fear generator from 9 to 10. I would say 9 to 11 would have probably been better. Honestly, Fury feels abysmal early on. So I feel like 9 to 11 would have been better, but whatever. Bash, okay, increase that. Okay, that's fine. Frenzy base damage increase from 20 to 22%. Out of the basic skills, I like Frenzy the most. I was using Frenzy on my Barb. That's still work in progress, so we're not gonna talk about that. Flay, bleeding base damage increase from 36 to 40. That's 4%. That's the highest one here. Oh well, yeah. Fear generator from 9 to 10. Enhanced Flay's vulnerability chance increase from 10% to 15. I mean, the exploit glyph is still a necessity, so I don't know what that does. Double swing base damage increase from 36 to 40, whatever. Kick cooldown reduced from 17 to 13. Base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 54 to 70. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty good change. I think having a skill with 17-second cooldown is ridiculous. That's just unreasonable. So 13 seconds is better. Since every barb is building cooldown reduction anyways, right? So that's a whatever. I mean, it's a really good change. I don't like how kick and charge you have to interact with terrain, because in the open world there often isn't terrain. In dungeons there is terrain, but I just feel like it's so inconsistent. I tried to make charge work. Charge doesn't work on half the bosses, and kick doesn't work on half the bosses. So I really was like, how do you make this work? But I'm still gonna be on the lookout for stuff to make it work. So that's kick. Charge, enhanced charge base damage dealt to enemies knocked back into terrain increased from 15 to 30. I mean, this is not the problem with charge, dude. Charge is like, it's too inconsistent. They need to increase the scoop radius so you can actually like, so it actually consistently picks enemies up. Leap, mighty leap increased, mighty leap slow increased from 50 to 70. It's pretty good, 20%. That's nice. Iron skin increased. Enhanced iron skin's barrier increased from, that's a buff, okay. Call of the Ancients, Prime Call of the Ancients, bonus attack speed increased from 10% to 20%, nice. Iron Maelstrom, cooldown reduced from 60 to 45. That's really nice, I like that. I like Iron Maelstrom. I was thinking if I could use the Rake move, Stump, and then Iron Maelstrom, and then do something like that. Because Iron Maelstrom is a cool move, it just doesn't feel strong. I actually don't like the move. I mean, it's cool, it just doesn't feel strong. Like the Call of the Ancients is just better. It just feels like. But, you know, bonus and critical strike chance increase from 10% to 30. Prime iron bonus critical. So this is a chance in the damage increase. 20% for the chance, 20% for the damage. Overall, that gives the move a very good boost in damage. Because 20% crit damage is alone is a lot of damage. So worth revising. Bounding Slam base damage increased from 75% to 112. I don't know what that means. Developers note the below include changes to flat damage, legendary aspects. These effects scale with item power. For example, so yeah, basically the higher your item power is, the higher the base scaling for the aspect will be. Just so if you didn't know. Okay, Earthquake, Dust Devil. All right, I don't want to read them all because yeah, let's just go next. It's a lot. What the hell just happened? Oh, okay, Druid. So we have Earth Spike. Base damage increase from 16% to 17. Oh, okay, that's just the basic attack. Extra Spirit, Fortify, Wind Shear, base damage increase. What the hell? What is this 1%? Why? Okay, they say they understand that people are finding these weak. 1% increases is just like, I don't know. I guess they're just playing it safe because they don't want power creep, but come on, man. 1% is better than 0. I'll say that. So, Wind Shear, 1% increase. I actually like the Wind Shear. It just doesn't feel ever fun to use. It feels like Wind Shear feels like the skill that's meant to give you the most spirit. Like if you really want spirit, Wind Shear is like the skill you'd want to use. It just doesn't feel good to use. But at least there's a buff. Claw, base damage increase from 20 to 22%. That's good. That's 2%. Get extra spirit. Wild Claw double attack chance increase from 10% to 15. That's cool. Fierce Claw base damage increase from 10% to 15. I think everything with werewolf and bear form stuff is already strong, personally. Maul, 2%. Spirit. Yeah, like I think Druid is actually in a really good spot. Enhanced Lightning Storm duration increase from 4 to 6 seconds. So this is like how long you don't have to use it again to maintain how many you have. That's an okay buff. That's okay. It's better than nothing. Primal Lightning Storm chance to immobilize increase from 8% to 12. I like this, honestly, because the skill is basically RNG. But I would say this is probably better. I feel like this is really good. 4%. I really like this change, just personally. Shred is already a really good skill. Damn. Third attack base damage increase from 60% to 70. Enhanced shred healing increase from 1% to 2% of max life. So it heals you more. That's nice. Raging Shred's base damage increase from 51 to 70. That's a 9% change. Primal Shred's bonus critical damage increase from 20 to 10. That's a huge change. So Shred is really strong. Like, what the hell? Shred, what the hell? What the? I really feel like Shred is really good. Like, Wolf is really good because it scales really well with crit stuff. Lightning can scale well if you have the meme Tempest Roar helmet, but it is what it is. Wolves cooldown reduction from 14 to 11. That's for the active. Ferocious Wolfpack lucky hit chance. The problem with companions is they're really squishy and they don't do damage by themselves innately. So I mean, if by increasing the lucky hit chance, that means they can proc the lucky hit stuff that you can do more often. I don't know. I think this is a buff. This is like a buff to the Thunderwolves at most. Yeah, I feel like this is a direct buff to Thunderwolves. Otherwise, I don't see Wolves doing anything else, honestly. Hurricane base damage increase 97 to 134. That's a huge increase, but not enough, honestly. Hurricane just doesn't do, I don't know, it says base damage increase, so maybe it will actually do some more damage because now it's over 100%. 134 is crazy. Rabies base poison damage increase, that's good. Cataclysm, nice, 12%. Lacerate, 60%. Petrify, critical strike damage bonus. Yeah, Pummel. I don't know what Pummel is. Base damage increase from 1. Oh, okay. Passives. Druid got a lot of buffs. Beast Soul Rampage, attack bonus increase from 20. Okay. 20 to 30. Nature's Fury, chance to cast a free spell increase from 20 to 30%. That's huge. A Lupain Ferocity damage. This is for the wolf. Damage bonus increase from 60 to 70. No, I think this is every time you do every 6 wolf skills. I think this one. I believe this is this one. If this is in Ultimates, which is again makes wolves even stronger, even though it's already pretty strong in my opinion. Because you can get Lightning Strike to be a wolf skill, and if you get this, that means like every time you cast a 6 lightning, it'll do like 70% extra damage, right? Am I understanding that correctly? That would be that's a lot. I feel like that's really good. Legendary aspects, Runeworker's Conduit. I don't know what these are offhand. Whatever. Haven't played Necromancer, so let's see if they mention anything with increasing Reap, Decompose. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is. Okay, well, shout outs to Necromancers. I'm sure you guys will kind of read that. Now, I was looking at the Reddit thread, and they said Sorcerer did not really get buffed. Incinerate. The problem with Incinerate is you have to basically stand still, and you can't really scale it up. Base damage increased with 6%, 10% greater. Incinerate immobilize requirement reduced from 4 to 3. But yeah, I don't think that fixes what's wrong with Incinerate. I think there's bigger issues. Fireball. All right. Well, like I said, I don't play this class. They are buffing aspects at least. I feel like. All right. Yeah. So buffing aspects is one thing, but I think not fundamentally changing anything about how they function will basically result in the classes playing the same. So, I think that's the huge takeaway here. Like, I don't play Rogue, but I think Rogue is in a good spot, right? Except for maybe the ranged options. But if nothing about Rogue fundamentally changes as far as aspects go, so I see like some cooldown reduced for smoke grenade, base damage increases, some cooldown decrease from 100 to 45. That's kind of big for whatever escaped artist is. Umbrage, lucky hit chance to gain a dark shroud. Yeah, anything that increases lucky hit chance is worth mentioning. But if they all still function fundamentally the same, the game still has whatever problems people have with build variety, it's still gonna be there. So yeah, this doesn't exactly address build variety. This just makes what we currently have. It just makes everything a little stronger in that regard. So I think it's an overall good patch. People expecting complete rehauls, I don't know anything about that, but this is the big thing here: increased experience. And yeah, that means you can push your character farther, faster, and I think that was what the main problem was. Like, once you have kind of understood your class and mastered it, you kind of want to push it to 100 just to get that part done. Now that it's significantly easier, so I think this is a good patch overall. Druid got a lot of buffs. Like, it really feels like Druid got way more buffs than anyone else. I don't know why. I feel like everyone complaining about Druid kind of caused this. I literally said this in the very, very, very far back video. I was like, everyone complaining about Druid is going to get them overbuffed, so there's no reason not to play it. Like, and here we are. Now, everything about Druid is just strong. Druid has, in my opinion, a lot of options. But it is what it is. Yeah, at least we got the patch. So tell me what you think about the patch. If, like I said, for discussion purposes. You know, I like to discuss stuff like in a very formal manner. Like if you want to discuss Druid or Barbarian, I'm here for it. Or Sorcerer, I'm here for it. I don't really care too much about Necromancer. I might make a rogue one day that's like trap based, but yeah, Barbarian and Druid are for me. And that's that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Did I miss anything? I'm gonna try to do some other discussion point videos because I like just talking about the game, because I don't often see anywhere that people are really talking about the game. I just see, you know, obviously big streamers kind of making wish lists about the game, and that is a form of discussion, but it kind of just is not the type I care about. Anyways, thanks for watching. Tell someone you appreciate them, tell someone you love them, because that's important to share. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.